So last weekend, my friends and I were hanging out in my garage, which is basically the United Nations of weird junk, when someone, I blame Dave, suggested we should start a band. Not your average band, mind you, but a band using only whatever we could scrounge up within arm's reach. At first, this seemed reasonable. Who hasn't wanted to slap out a drum solo on a recycling bin? We divvied up the instruments. I got the Tupperware and a couple of spatulas, Sarah picked out a set of wine glasses, Dave commandeered the vacuum, and Mark, ever the rebel, insisted on playing the radiator pipes with a wooden spoon. We spent about an hour trying to find our groove, mostly just making noises that would get us arrested in most civilized countries. Sarah's wine glass xylophone was surprisingly melodic, Mark kept insisting he was reinventing percussion, and Dave, who duct-taped a broom to the vacuum, was trying to figure out if suction wah-wah was a real thing. The neighbors came by at one point, but when they realized we weren't fighting and nobody was dying, they just left us to our avant-garde symphony. Things escalated when Dave decided the vacuum needed a solo. He flicked it on, cranked it to max, and started parading around the garage like a rock star, swinging the hose over his head. The suction noise got so loud that it drowned out everything else. Sarah's glasses started vibrating, Mark's radiator beats fell into a sad, metallic silence, and my Tupperware jam was reduced to a series of muted thuds. Dave was so into it, he didn't notice the vacuum cord yanked the blender off the counter, launching a half-made smoothie across the room and directly onto Mark's white shirt. That's when we lost it. Mark started yelling, Sarah was crying with laughter, and Dave was still banging out a vacuum solo like it was the encore at Madison Square Garden. After the chaos settled, and after we'd cleaned blueberry sludge off the ceiling, we realized two things: 1, we should probably stick to playing actual instruments, and 2, Dave's vacuum solo was so revolutionary, we hadn't just started a band, we'd accidentally invented a whole new genre. So if you ever hear someone talking about jazz suck, just know, it really blows.